Welcome back to our channel. I am absolutely losing my mind over what they are doing to Abe Carver. I mean, seriously, can we talk about this? I just finished looking at the spoilers for the week of June 1 to June 5, and my jaw is permanently on the floor. I am typing this so fast because I just need to vent to people who actually get it. I cannot believe they are actually going through with this messy love triangle. Abe Carver has been the moral pillar of Salem for decades, and now he is being ripped apart emotionally. We all saw the spoilers that Abe is going to welcome Lexie Carver home from the hospital next week, but there will be massive challenges as they try to be a couple again. And why? Because Abe's feelings for Paulina Price are getting in the way. I am screaming because, let's be real, the man has suffered enough. I've been watching this show for years, and I still remember the absolute agony of 2012. Remember when Lexie died in Abe's arms? We all cried our eyes out when she succumbed to that fatal brain tumor caused by those toxic gases in the DiMera tunnels. It was one of the most heartbreaking, beautifully acted storylines in the history of the show. Abe was completely shattered. It took him years to even look at another woman, let alone open his heart. And now, out of nowhere, his dead wife just walks out of a secret resurrection pod and crashes the reading of Stefano's will. I mean, I love a good soap opera twist, but the emotional whiplash is just too much. And we have to talk about EJ DiMera, because of course EJ is behind this. I cannot stand how arrogant EJ is being about this whole situation. He literally played God with his sister's life, kept her in a pod, and then walked into her hospital room with a binder and a smug grin on his face like he was expecting a thank you card. Lexie was absolutely furious with him, and honestly, good for her. She refused to accept his smug attitude, and she was so right to be cold and resentful. But EJ just stood there grinning. It makes my blood boil. He completely upended Abe's life, Paulina's life, and Theo's life just because he could. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, back to the point. The spoilers for the first week of June say that Abe is taking Lexie home. Taking her home. Can you even imagine the awkwardness? Lexie is waking up in a world that has completely moved on without her. She wants to just pick up where they left off 14 years ago. She expects to go back to being the mayor's wife, the love of Abe's life, the matriarch of their family. But time didn't stand still for Abe. He mourned her, he healed, and he eventually found a new safe harbor in Paulina Price. So now Abe is trying to force it. He is trying his absolute best to focus on Lexie because she is his past. She is Theo's mother, and she was his true love. But you can't just flip a switch and turn off your current feelings. Abe's love for Paulina is deep and developed. They have built a whole life together. Paulina stood by him through so much trauma, and he stood by her through the TR Coates nightmare. They are a team. So watching Abe try to play house with Lexie while his heart is actively bleeding for Paulina is going to be pure torture. Am I the only one who thinks this is just cruel to everyone involved? And this brings me to Paulina. My heart is literally shattering into a million pieces for Paulina right now. Jackie Harry is acting her face off in these scenes. Paulina made the ultimate heartbreaking sacrifice. She packed her bags and stepped aside so Abe could figure out his feelings for his resurrected wife. She is trying so hard to put on a brave face, but she is devastated. I know some people are loving this Lexie return, but personally, I am so conflicted. I want Paulina to fight for her, man. Why should she have to leave her own home? But at the same time, how do you compete with a ghost who suddenly has a pulse? You just can't. I mean, I want Abe and Lexie to be happy together because of their history. Wait, no, I don't. I actually want Abe and Paulina to stay together because they are perfect for each other right now. See? I am contradicting myself because This storyline has my emotions all over the place. I am figuring out my thoughts as I type this, but I just feel like Abe and Lexie's time has passed. The Abe that Lexie loved in 2012 is not the same Abe that exists today. And the Lexie that Abe loved might not be the same Lexie either. Because let's not forget, Lexie is a DiMera. She has that Stefano blood running through her veins. Right now, she is confused and angry at EJ. But what happens when the shock wears off? What happens when she realizes that her husband is in love with another woman and her son Theo was forced to lie to his own father? Lexie has gone dark before. Remember when they tried this kind of storyline with other resurrected characters? Yeah, didn't work then either. They always come back a little twisted. I am dreading the possibility of Lexie going full DiMera and plotting to destroy Paulina just to mark her territory. I am totally here for the drama, but I am terrified for Paulina's safety! And what about Theo? Tyler Joseph Andrews is doing such a great job portraying this heartbroken kid. Theo was manipulated by EJ into keeping this massive secret, and now he is watching his dad's marriage fall apart while trying to comfort Paulina. Plus, he is dealing with Gabi's betrayal on the side! The poor guy is just taking hit after hit. He finally has his mother back, but at what cost? The entire family dynamic is completely shattered. So, looking ahead to the week of June 1 to June 5, I am strapping in for some seriously messy love stories. Abe is going to try to look Lexie in the eyes and pretend that everything is normal, but she is going to see right through it. Lexie is a smart woman. She is going to realize that Abe's mind is drifting to Paulina. She is going to see the hesitation when he holds her hand, and that is going to hurt her more than anything EJ could have done. I just can't believe the writers are doing this to us. It is the best and worst thing they have done in years. I am half celebrating because we get Nikki Crawford bringing Lexie back to our screens, and I am half complaining because they are destroying Abe and Paulina's beautiful marriage to do it. I know I am going to be glued to my TV every single day next week, probably yelling at the screen. Abe is going to have to make the hardest choice of his life, and no matter who he chooses, someone is going to be left completely broken. I just hope he doesn't string them both along, because neither Lexie nor Paulina deserves that. We will just have to wait and see how this explosive week plays out.